Hey, what's up? Tyler, the Game Pulse here with video on some news. Naughty Dog, the creators and developers of games such as Jak and Daxter and Uncharted, and their most recent masterpiece, The Last of Us, has gave out some news on the upcoming Last of Us DLC that's supposed to be coming out. Now, the first pack comes out October 15th. It's just a map pack with 4 different maps. And to be honest, it doesn't interest me that much. I have not even touched the multiplayer in The Last of Us. That might be a mistake. I've heard it's really fun and it's different and it's awesome and stuff. But when I think of The Last of Us, I think of great story. I think of amazing graphics and just amazing moments. And so that doesn't really interest me. But if you're into the multiplayer, that's certainly up your alley. But what I'm most interested in is what's going to be coming in December or January, and that is the story DLC. Naughty Dog has not released that much information besides saying they're aiming for December and January, and that there's going to be a brand new character that you get to play as. They didn't give any specifics on what the story's going to be about, who the character actually is. They didn't even show who it is, what you're going to be doing, all that stuff. They didn't release any of that information, but I'm here to just discuss this and also discuss whether this is possibly a kind of a layout maybe for a sequel to The Last of Us. Now, whether you believe that there should be a sequel or not, that's up to you. Personally, and I'll get into this when I review The Last of Us, and within the next month or so. I know I'm late on it, but I still want to do it. But I think that there shouldn't be, in my personal opinion. It just ended so perfectly. But if there is a sequel, this is the way that I would want them to do it, is to take another character or characters in the case of maybe Joel and Ellie, but maybe not them, maybe 2 other characters or something, and write their own path, write a story about them in this world, because Joel and Ellie's story I don't want to continue anymore. It ended so perfectly. It was the most perfect adventure ever in my mind, and there's just no more that needs to be said about it. They really hit everything. Excuse me. But another set of characters would be awesome. There's a lot of people in this world. This is a vast, breakout of infected. Other people have other stories, and this is just an extremely interesting world to explore. You would think that a post-apocalyptic world would be boring anymore, because it seems like it happens a lot. But it's just the way that The Last of Us executes it that makes it interesting. And that's what I wish they would do for a sequel. And that's why I like this idea of having a new character, exploring that, and writing its own story in the same world. I just think that's awesome. I'm not sure if there's any characters in The Last of Us, the game itself, that I would want fully explored. Like, I don't know, Tess or Tommy or somebody like that. I'm not sure if I would really want to play as them, because how their story ends. At least some of them. For example, Tess or something. Or Sam. You know how they end, but I'm just not fully sure if I would want to play as them. I seriously would want. I hope Naughty Dog with this DLC, and if there's a future sequel, which I'm guessing that there will. This game has sold nearly 4 million copies, and for a first-party exclusive title, that is phenomenal. And sales say everything. If a game doesn't sell, it won't get a sequel, but if it does, it'll get lots of sequels. Look at Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed. It sells like crazy, so they keep making sequels because they can make a lot of money off of it. But if they turn this into a franchise, like I said, this is what I would want them to do. I would want them to explore a completely different set of characters in different areas of the United States. You go to certain places, in The Last of Us, like, Salt Lake City or something, and explore their connection. Maybe they have a connection to the Fireflies. I'm not saying there's, another girl out there that's immune to becoming infected, and there isn't. But, spoilers. But maybe they have something equally as important going on, and I would like to see an adventure with them, a journey, but at the same time, I don't want a sequel to The Last of Us because of one, like I said, the way it ended, and two, I just don't know if they could top it. I don't know if it would have the same feeling as The Last of Us, and I'll get into how I feel about the whole game, how it plays, and everything about the story when I review it. But, like I said, I just don't know if Naughty Dog can top it. I mean, you look at, Uncharted 3. I mean, a lot of people think that one's slightly weaker than Uncharted 2, but they could. I have full faith in Naughty Dog. I think they're arguably the best developer out there in the gaming industry today. If not the best, they're certainly like in the top 3 in my mind. So that's just my thoughts on this. I think this story's DLC is just going to be phenomenal. Everything Naughty Dog touches turns to gold. I mean, all 4, if you want to count The Last of Us as a franchise, all 4 of their franchises have just been golden. Crash Bandicoot is, my favorite franchise ever. And Jak and Daxter is just phenomenal. That's something I wish they would bring back, but, Last of Us was supposed to be Jak 4. But, they just said it didn't feel right, so they made The Last of Us. And I'm almost really glad that they made that choice, because we got a phenomenal piece of gaming history, in my mind. Just because of the way this game goes. But, but I will review this. Let me know your thoughts on this DLC. Let me know what you think it should be about, how you feel about it, and let me know how you feel about a potential sequel for the PlayStation 4 down the road, or I don't know, PlayStation Vita or something. Let me know. Thanks for watching, as always, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe. We have plenty of content coming and plenty of content already on this channel that you should check out. So please subscribe.